Hey guys, Merry Christmas! I hope you enjoy this festive makeup tutorial, perfect for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's, whatever your heart desires. I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to start off with my pal sonjdradeluxe's collab with Gleam by Melanie Mills. This is Peach Deluxe. It's beautiful. So I'm putting that all over my skin and my neck just to kind of blur out any imperfections and give me a nice little inner glow. And mixing my two favorite foundations. The HD foundation stick from Makeup Forever goes on first, and then I apply some of the Armani on the brush and blend them together on the skin. So I get a nice full coverage with this with a satiny finish from the Armani. And in my all-time favorite, this is Shape Tape from Tarte. So I'm just highlighting underneath the eyes, all the usual areas. I'm just using a damp beauty blender just to press that into my skin to keep the coverage, but it blends in flawlessly with the foundation. I'm going to contour my little moon face. This is a contour stick from Smashbox that I just use this underneath my cheekbones and just blend it in. This is just a small Morphe brush. I'll link the brushes below as well so you know. And I'm just going to pat the edges with a beauty blender just so it's nice and seamless. Now we're using the Urban Decay Basics palette, or Ultimate Basics palette, and we're using the first colour, which is called Faith, into the crease. So this is our transition colour, so just keep blending, blending, blending until you cannot blend no more. Taking a little tea break. Okay, into the next brown. This is called Blackout. Oh no, this is called Lockout. And I'm focusing this more into the crease and not bringing it up as far as I brought the first colour. And I'm using a smaller brush. This is a 217 from Mac. So focusing that into the crease and then softly with the tip of the brush blending it into the first colour I did. And then going back in with the first fluffy brush I used with the first colour on it and blending them together. I do that pretty much all the time. With the darker colour here, this is Blackjack, I'm just focusing this on the outer corner of the eye. This is the same 217 brush, so it has a more of a precise application with this brush. So blending that in. So this is the first fluffy brush I used again, so just to blend everything so there's no harsh lines between the colours. This is a paint pot and I forget the name of the colour. I will link it below. It's from Nabla Cosmetics, so I'm pressing that all over the lid and with a flat brush, so I'm kind of pressing it on and dragging it down so I don't have to blend it too much. And I'm using Tan pigment from Mac on top. This is such a gorgeous pigment and it works on every skin tone. Just has that nice bronzy effect. So I'm just pressing that on top of where I put the paint pot. And with a brush that has no product on it, I'm just really gently blending out the edges. I'm just adding a little bit of the NYX bronze glitter on top, just the tiniest amount to add that little sparkle without taking away the colour of the tan pigment. So you can see here it's just giving that teeny tiny little sparkle. So I'm just going in with the waterline with Obsidian from Makeup Geek. This is one I pretty much use all the time because it doesn't irritate my eyes. So we're going into the waterline and on the outer corner of the lash line. And with a small definer, just really softly blending that out and going in with the browns that I used in the crease, just to buff that out. And then with a big fluffy brush that has no product on it, just blending them together. For the inner corner, this is an Inglot pigment, it's 115. And I'm just pressing that with a small brush into the inner corners of the eyes. Packing it on as usual. These are Lilly lashes, again, I forget the name, but I will link it below. And I'm just popping these on and wiggling them into the lash line so they get right in. Now, bronzing up the skin. This is Ciate London. The colour is called Palm Island. It's one of my favourite bronzers. So I'm just going to warm up the skin, and then we're going back into contour again with Kat Von D Shade and Light and a big fan brush, which I'm obsessed with using this fan brush for contour lately. Snatched. Okay. Blush is a Marc Jacobs blush called Flesh and Fantasy. It's a brownie-ish shade, so it's not too much of a strong blush because I'm not about that. My favorite highlight lately is the Makeup Forever Pro Light Fusion, I think it's called. It's number 2. So it has that goldy shimmer to it. It's absolutely stunning. So basically putting that everywhere as always. Lips, we're using Really Me lipstick from MAC Cosmetics. It's a more of a cooler toned nude. So we're just going to line the lips then with Stone Pencil from MAC Cosmetics just to define the shape. And on top we're going to add some gloss. This is the Mariah Carey gloss from her collaboration with MAC. And here's our finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please like and share, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys have an amazing Christmas. I hope you get lots of presents, and I will see you next week for my New Year's Eve makeup. Thanks for watching.